This conference will now be recorded.
Yesterday we discussed about instance method and static method examples, right? Yesterday we have seen about one simple example for a instance method and a static method. Today also I will continue the same topic. I just want to explore more examples for static method. Okay. So when it comes to the static method, first let me tell you the requirement. That requirement, how can we implement with the static method? Okay, if you open your form of employee table, let us open this form in the user interface. I'll tell you the requirement. If you see here, there are a couple of records in the grid. Okay, I will do one thing. Here I will create one button control. Okay, here I will create one normal button, normal standard button. Okay, I will select any one of the record from the grid. For example, if I select 104, I will select the 104 record. Let me select it. Okay, now I will click on the button control. Here, I just want to fetch the loan amounts of this record. This is main record. If I click on the button control, I would like to fetch loans information against whatever the records are there in the loan table for 104, all the records, I mean, loan ID, loan name, loan amount. I just want to fetch these information in the info log itself when I click on the button control, especially for 104. Suppose if I select uh, 102, I need to get the 102 information when I click on the button control. So we need to pass argument. We need to pass an argument employee ID to the method through button control. So in clicked method of button control, I need to write business logic and I need to pass the value, whatever the record we have selected in the grid. In that record, we need to pick the employee ID and we need to pass an argument. I mean, we are making somewhat dynamic. Previously, we just have given some hard-coded value in the static method parameter, static method argument previously. Now I just want to pass dynamically that value from the grid control itself. Okay. So first of all, let me complete the requirement, the relevant controls and all. First, let me create a button control in the form. So go to the action pane in the EMP table form. Now let me create in the second button group itself. Now I'm creating a new button control. Okay, like show loans, something like, okay. I just have given a name as show loans. The text I am also giving show space loans. Now when I click on this button control, I need to get the I need to get the loan information. Okay, so the loans are available in the loan table itself, right? So let's go to the loan table. I'm just opening the loan table. Here I'm writing a new method. In the loan table itself, I'm writing a new method. Okay, like a private, it is a private. Now I'm giving public void get loans. Okay, public static void get loans. Here I'm giving emp id as a argument, emp id. Now here let me declare the emp loan table. I'm creating an object for the amount data type. It is a variable. AMT is a variable. Okay. Now I'm getting the loans while select emp loan, where emp loan dot emp id equal to underscore emp id. Okay. I'm getting the loans according to the value of the parameter. Now here I'm just showing, I'm calculating the amount first. Okay, emp loan dot amount equal to emp loan dot amount plus we can take, so we'll make it in the amt variable. Okay, amt. Now finally I will show some info, so we need to show it outside. Okay, we'll show it at outside of the while loop. Info strfmt %1 %2 %3, and here underscore emp id, the employee id, emp loan dot loan id, and finally I need to show the amount value. Okay, okay, this is what I want to show here. Now this method I would like to call in the clicked method of the button control. So now I'm going back to the button control clicked method. Okay, and where exactly I have written my code? In loan table, right? So this is here I'm deleting the super. Super will not work here. So here I'm just calling the emp loan table scope resolution operator. You will get the get loans method. Okay, get loans method. In this table only we have written the code, right? So we are getting that method by using scope resolution operator, and we need to pass the employee ID as a dynamic value here. Now emp table dot emp id, that's it. So this is the way you need to pass the current record value. You are selecting a record in the grid, right? For example, 104 record. If you select 104, I mean 104 record, that value we can get by using emp table dot emp id, I mean data source name dot field name, so that you can get the current record value. That current record value.
Sorry, Arjun. Here, let's say if we select more than one record from the
No,
grid, two
button
records.
control will be disabled. Button control will be disabled. If you select more than one record in a grid, button control, all the controls will work for only one record. If you select more than one record, okay, all the button controls will be disabled. I'll show you practically that one. Okay.
Okay.
So multi-select option, we would not give this particular requirement. Sometimes, sometimes I may have a requirement like if I select more than one record, my button control should work. Then we need to set one property in the button control. So that is called, okay, multi-select option will be there in the button control. See here, multi-select. You need to provide multi-select, yes, so that if you select multiple records, this button should be this button should be in enable mode. Suppose if you are selecting more than one record, automatically this button control should be went into the disable. This is a normal property. I mean, by default, button control will not work for more than one record. If you want to make intentionally for more than one record, you need to make this option yes. Then only it could be in enable mode. Okay. Now, okay, I'm passing the current record value as a argument to the get loans method, which is written in the EMP loan table. Why I have written in especially this code in EMP loan table? The loans are available in the loan table, right? So that's what I have written here in the loan table. In the loan table, I have written this code. This get loans method, I'm calling wherever I required. I'm calling here. I'm calling here clicked method. In the clicked method, I'm calling and I'm passing the current record employee ID. Current record employee ID, how can we get? EMP table.emp ID. That's it. Okay, let me execute the project first. Okay, we build. Okay, let me execute the same form. Suppose if we are selecting multiple records, but anyway, we need to, system is accepting only one value, right, as a parameter. How can we pass multiple values into the parameter?
No, here we can write two
No,
arguments, right?
two arguments also, how the end user will know, only we need to select only two records. We have two arguments, but okay, that is okay. But how system will select one by one, which record first parameter, which record next parameter. So system could not know that. So that business logic is absolutely wrong, really. We could not
Right,
implement
but from the
parameters.
end user point, sometimes what end user does, they may select more than one record by mistake, right?
Yeah, see here. Okay,
So in
I'm
that
selecting more
case,
than one record. See, show loans button disabled,
disable.
personal information disabled, demo button, sample button, all the buttons is disabled. See, when I unselect,
Okay.
now see, everything is working. Okay, now I have selected 102 record, clicking on show loans. See here. Oh, we are not getting loan ID. Just a second. Why we are not getting the loan ID? Okay, we are implementing this one, right? Something like a aggregate function related. In aggregation, we could not get that uh, here. System unable to find the loan ID because we are coming out of the box, right? So we'll do one thing. We'll make suppose string. Okay, string loan ID. Now whatever the, okay, so we are getting more than one loan ID, right? So loan ID will be different, right, for every record for a same employee. So we could not get that. So we could not show that. So we in the place of loan amount we can show like employee name, something like. Okay, you can remove it, not a problem. Okay, so that is better.
Arjun, what is the
And
difference
if
between
you want,
amount
Sorry.
sorry,
and sorry, Sanjay, you please continue.
yeah, go ahead, please.
Yeah, I was just saying, Arjun, what is the difference between amount and real data type?
Both are same. Real
All right,
is a standard data type, and amount is also amount is extended data type. I
all
can
right.
declare I can declare my variables by using extended data type also.
And we have defined this new method on a table. We can
Yes.
also define this new method at form level also, right?
No.
Why?
Static methods, right? Static
I'm sorry.
methods.
Yeah, static method can't be defined at form level.
Yes.
Yeah, skip it.
How can we pass the value to the, because if you are writing at form level, how can you call the method? Just tell me.
I will call on the button control itself. The same way
Okay,
in the
fine.
same.
Okay, fine. You want to write this method in the form level. Okay, in which form you will write?
In the
Loan form.
employee, yeah, in the loan form, right. So
Okay, if you are writing at loan form, how can you call that method in employee form?
I
In
will
the click
call
method?
that from loan method to the employee form.
Not possible.
If, not possible. Even if I define that method as public, I can't call.
Public,
Means
private, protected, that is next thing. If you are
yeah,
writing a method in form level in employee loan, in employee loan table, how can you call that method in EMP table?
right. So can't we
EMP
define a
table.
shared
No, no. There is no such kind of concepts. That's what we have here. Table level methods, class level methods are there. If you
Or
are
we can
writing,
define a class, and in that class we
of
can
course, that is
define.
that is good. That is good choice. You can declare class, you can create a class, and you can write this kind of all the codes in class level, and you can call anywhere. That is global.
right.
Already discussed in the last 2 days back. If you are writing a method in the form level, that is the method only we can call within that form. We cannot call outside the form. That's what I am preferring to write this kind of codes in the table level, because I I I have written some X place in X table. But I can call in anywhere, no problem. That's what I have not chosen the form level.
Okay.
Simple, straight away scenario here. We could not call that method in anywhere if you are writing at form level. So that's what I have written at a table level. And also the data is available in the loan table, right? And if you are writing this method in the form level, how can you call that method in EMP table form? Because form level codings are completely local to that particular form only. Okay,
Right.
this is one requirement. Okay, when I'm clicking on the button control, Suma, show loans. Okay, we are getting the amounts. Also 105 don't have any records. Fine. Okay, I'll tell
So
you one more.
Arjun here, the same requirement on click of show loans, right? Instead of calculating total loan amount, if you want to show all the loans of that employee in a grid
Then we need to open the form directly. So we need to
or another
build.
form.
Yes, that
Okay,
requirement I will show you in the next meeting itself.
okay,
For that kind of requirement, really no need to write any single line of code.
mhm.
Not required. Single line of code is not required. Whatever you asked me, not required to write any code. That is a straight case in our dynamics. I will create
Just call
one.
a form.
Yeah, I will create one menu item button, not button. I will create menu item button. I will link my loan table form to the button control. Then automatically, when I select a record, when I click on the button control, directly it will open a form with the relevant records. Automatically, the
Okay.
data will be filtered and it will show in the opened form. So that is a common criteria in our Dynamics 365. No need to write any code.
No,
But especially
if you
here I'm
want to,
calculating the loans. Here, what I'm doing, I'm getting the data, I'm passing the value, okay, and I'm calculating the loans. Again, I'm getting the data from that particular table and I'm showing here. So this one somewhat required some coding kind of thing. Whatever you asked Sanjay, that is really doesn't need any code. Okay, Harsha, tell me.
no, I'm saying like if we want to open some like dialog box or something, and we want to uh, put the calculated value in a separate field. So how we do the same way or
So
something?
you are asking dialog box form or in
Yeah,
dialog? Both are
dialog
different.
box form. Yeah, in the form, if like we create some fields in that, and we can put that like in separate fields in that. You get my point? We get a dialog box form here.
Oh, just a second. Let me draw here. Okay. Okay. So I require this kind of form. Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
I okay. I need this kind of a dialog box. I will show employee ID. Okay. Employee name, and I
yeah.
will show loan value. Right.
No, calculated values. Yeah, different kinds of
Calculate,
calculations. Yeah,
calculated value only. I just want to show like this.
like we have like 4 or 5 calculated values. We have that there, and one total value, something like that. If we can,
Okay. Only you want to show the values. That's it. You don't want to make any calculations after opening the dialog box.
no, we can. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, fine. For that, actually, I don't think so. Mm, let me think. Because this requirement is different. Like we could not do that. We
Is there
have.
any pop-up kind of concept here?
I can see here two things will be there dialogue related. Okay, we haven't discussed the dialogue concept. Okay, that is the next after 2 days or 3 days. I'm planning to discuss about the dialogue concept. Okay, here two types of dialogue boxes will be there. One is a standard dialogue. Standard dialogue means here I'm showing info message, right? Info message here. The same message I can show in dialog box also. I mean dialogue, the values I can show in a dialogue. But Harsha is asking somewhat like this, but that could not be possible through button control.
Oh,
That we need to make one dialog box form and then we need to show that. So that is the reason again we need to change the button control. Through button control it will not work. We need to change to menu item button.
okay.
Button dialog box I can render, I can show right now. Here we are showing info message. Let me delete. Okay, here I'm writing box. There is a info strfmt %1 %2. Okay, like so what is that? Underscore employee ID amount.
Here, box is what?
Box is a class.
Okay.
Box is a standard class. It is a predefined class. Okay. Info is a static method inside the box class. A class contains just a second, guys. Okay. Hold on a minute. Okay. Box is a standard class. A class contains both the instance methods and the static methods. Okay, in that static methods, we have a info is a static method. Okay, let me execute and I'll show you. Harsha, actually, whatever you asked, that's somewhat a little bit not possible because we cannot show the values in the dialog box directly as a output. Dialog boxes are used for something like to show the values. I mean, to calculate something like that. For example, let me select 102 show loans. This kind of dialog box, I can show the values.
Yeah.
Employee loans here. Suppose if you are creating a dialog box, in dialog box automatically OK button, cancel button will be there by default in the dialog box itself. But why what is the use of OK button, cancel button? Okay, cancel button is okay, but what is the submit button will be there? So we can't use that submit button, and we cannot hide normally that button.
Okay.
So that is the reason I cannot use that kind of dialog box to show the values like this. But we have a dialog concept is there here.
But can I have a doubt? So we can make any changes in this, like arrange, design this? No, right?
No, it is a built-in. We cannot make any changes. Simply, they have given a method. You just pass the values. That's it.
Yeah.
We cannot change the existing environment. I mean, system default user interfaces. So that is all in .NET, Java, blah blah blah. Some another technology we can make it, but it is a default things. Most of the cases are default. See, if you think the difference of .NET programming and this programming, here we have so many flexibilities are there. Everything is a predefined. See, if we have a chance to customize the dialog box, that is really headache to the developers again. If a client asked me, I just want to change the dialog box user interface. Okay, I just keep some controls like this. Okay, sorry, sir, it is not possible. That's it. No need to take any. This could not be customized.
But I think in that case we can create a new form like dialog box and call that form by passing some parameters.
Dialog form is there, but we cannot show. But we cannot. Maybe let's try. Okay, myself and I'll tell you that. But without trying, I could not say anything. Okay, let me try first. I'll try it and I'll tell you that. Whatever the Harsha asked me, I just want to show the values in a in a fields type output.
Yeah.
We are showing dialog box right directly like here. So Harsha asked me like I just want one dialog box. In that dialog box, employee ID below there is a loan value like that. Okay, let me try that first. Maybe it could not possible. Anyway, I'll try it and I'll tell you that. Okay. In a different way to show the output, right? Let me try it first, then I'll tell you that.
Okay.
But here to show output to the end user, we have info statement is there, box class is there. That's it. These are the print statements, I mean output statements, info statement and box class, standard info and box. Okay, I'll tell you one more requirement related to static method. Okay, let me open the form. First, I'll tell you the requirement. According to that requirement, how we will implement the code and all, we will discuss in related to static method. Okay, here again I will create one button control here. I will create one button control. I don't want to select any record this time. Directly after opening the form, I will click on the button control. Whatever the data we have, all the records should copy into the one table directly. All the records. That is my requirement.
And that table will display on here on the form?
No. I'm saying table. I'm not saying form. I just want to copy the data directly into some X table.
Okay, got it.
Okay, simple requirement. Okay, don't think too much. I'll tell you that. The next thing, whatever you asked me, that I can show you in the next requirement. Okay, so here simply I'm just saying I don't want to select any record. Okay, after opening the form, simply I will click on the button control. As per my business logic, I would like to copy whole records. For example, 10,000 records are there. 10,000 records I would like to copy into the one table itself. Okay, in that table also we should have same fields, right? Like a such name, I mean employee ID, name, age, date of birth, address, phone number, status, gender, employee should be there in this table also, right? Already I think we have one table, EMP table copy. We have already
Yeah,
created. We have created that table that we can use it right now. No need to create one more table. We will use that table to hold the table, hold the data. After clicking the button control to hold the data, we will use that table. So this is my straight requirement. But here today I will click on the button control. Tomorrow also I will click. Day after tomorrow also I will click. What will happen?
override.
No, it will not override. It will create duplicate records.
Yeah.
Or if the value is basically key is there, then it will not copy.
That we need to make. But straight case, it will not happen. Simply in a clicker method, I will write while select condition. So directly whatever the records we have, all the records will copy. Tomorrow also I will click. Tomorrow also all the records from starting onwards 102 101 to any record, all the records will again copy. Day after tomorrow also again copy. But here when I after clicking the button control, if the record is available in the copy table, that record should not be copied. If the record is not there, then only we need to copy the record. So we need to check the condition. We need to check the value before copying into the loan table. First we need to check the value. If 101 is there in the loan table, I mean in the copy table, that record should not be copied. If it is not available, then only we can copy. So first of all, let me complete the first scenario. After that, how can we restrict duplicate records? That we will think. Okay. First, let me create the button control. Let me write down the code in the button control clicker method. After that, we will think. First, we will develop the base scenario. After that, we will see. Okay, I need to create a button control. Something like copy records. Okay, copy records. Okay, now I'm writing a clicked method. I'm writing a code in clicked method. Already this code we have written in DML operations. Let me open the DML operations code. This one, right? We are inserting the data into the copy table. Let me copy the code and I'm pasting here. Okay, and we need to declare the copy table name, emp table copy, and here we should not write emp loc because we are in the same table, so we need to write a emp table directly. Sorry. Right, here also emp table. Now we are inserting data into the copy table. And one more thing, if there is any index on the copy table, it could not work again. So if we have an index, make it allow duplicates. Okay, let me delete the index. So we need to build the project along with the synchronization because we have deleted the index on the copy table. Why I have deleted, I'll tell you that. So code is implemented, straight case. When you click on the button control, absolutely data will be copied into the copy table. If you click again data will be copied. If you click again data will be copied. Suppose if you click it 3 times, so 3 times 101 record will be inserted. That thing will happen right now. We'll see whether the first requirement is working or not. We'll see. After that, we will try to restrict the values. Okay, fine. And let me execute the form, emp table form. Okay, first of all, let me see if there is any records in the copy table or not. First, let me show you the copy table. I'm opening in the browser itself. Okay, let me delete the records from the copy table. Okay, currently we don't have any records. Okay, this is clear. Now I'm planning to, I'm planning to copy the data from EMP table to EMP table copy. Let me click on the copy records. Okay, I have clicked one time, copied 5 records. So 5 times insert method has called. I think we have written insert method in the copy table, right? Maybe I think. Okay, let me click on again. Let me click on again. So I have clicked 3 times right now. Let me open the copy table again in the browser. See here, 101, 101, 101. Okay. So how we need to restrict the values, that we need to think right now. Okay, let me delete all the records in the copy table. Now here, so where exactly the data is copying, in that table, I will write one static method. In EMP table copy, we are copying the data, right? This is the destination table. So here I'm writing a new method like public static boolean record check. On employee ID, I will check the value. So that's what I'm taking employee ID as the argument. So here, let me declare EMP table copy. Okay, this is my buffer name for the EMP table copy. Okay, here we need to return a boolean value. For example, what I'm trying to do here, I will send the value. This is source table. Let us assume that. Okay, this is a destination table, copy table. I will send the record from here to here. If the record is available, if the record, here there is a 101. Okay, this 101 value I will send to here. Okay, here I will try to find out the record, whatever the value we are passing. I will try to find out here whether the record is existed in this table or not. Okay, here I'm writing select record ID from EMP table LOC, where EMP LOC dot EMP ID equal to underscore EMP ID. So if the record is selected, here I will pass 101, right? Here also 101 will come. Here I'm trying to find out the record ID of 101 in copy table. If the record ID existed, if EMP copy dot record ID, if the record ID existed, record is available, right? I will return false. So if record ID not existed, I will write return true. That's it. This business logic, this record check method, I will call before inserting the data into the copy table. In the clicked method, I will call record check method. Go to the record check method and go to the clicked method. Here, if EMP table copy. In that, okay, there is a record check method. I will pass the current record ID. I mean emp table dot emp ID. So I will keep it in the brackets itself. Okay. Before inserting the data, I'm taking this value. Before inserting the data, I'm taking this value into the record check method. If we are getting return true, I mean this entire if condition, if true, it will went into the loop and a record will insert. When we are getting true, if the record is not available in the loan table, I mean copy table. If the record is available, we will get false. We will get false. If the record is available, we are getting false, so that the entire code will be, this if condition will be false, so it will not enter into the loop, and again it will go back to the next record. So that record will not insert. If we created a new record in the EMP table, that record only will insert when you click on the button control. First time if I click, all the 5 records will be copied. Next time if I click, if we don't have any new record, nothing will be copied. If we have a new record, that record will copy again.
Arjun,
Yes.
Arjun,
Yes.
is it possible to write a join condition above like check designation table if record is not there, only fetch those employee table, the source table records, so that I don't need to check all the records from source to designation, the employee ID exists or not. Is it possible?
So you are planning, I mean, why we are writing static method here in the sense, suppose if I want to send a record, I mean, if you are writing join condition, that also system needs to check record by record, right? If the record is available in the main table, I mean source table, if the record is, it should check the right. It should be checked whether the record is available or not. So maybe that is a complicated coding.
But I think the SQL query will be sent only once to the server, right? If I do this method, I have to check each record. It will go and check whether record is there or not.
Yes, definitely. In this case, that will happen only. Now, do one thing. If you you are saying that join query, how can we write that join query?
Like in the employee copy, right? The first table, you employee copy. If I get only employees which are not there in my designation table, using a join condition, we can do it, right? Or like a not exist condition. Anyway, I will try that. And let you know whether it is possible.
Okay, try it and tell me. Okay, you just try it
Okay,
and tell
sure.
me. Because whether it is any performance issues, because we need to check here. That also we need to check.
Yeah.
Okay, I think you understood about this code. This code will.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I got it.
Okay, fine. This is one of the example for static method. You just make it for several requirements. This kind of business logics. Maybe can implement in a different way. The requirement depends on the skills itself, and it depends on the requirement also. Okay, fine. When I am clicking on the copy records, first time all the 5 records get copied. You can find here 5 times insert method has called. Again, I'm clicking on the copy records. See, nothing is happening. Nothing is happening. And suppose if I have created a new record, that record will copy here because system will check, and that record only will copy into the destination table. Okay,